Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Vane Lashua.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The meeting of the Park Board of the City of Connersville, Indiana is now in session. Please turn your cell phone ringers off. Roll call.
Ann Kirshner.
Here.
Jen Barrett.
Here.
Jeff Cooley.
Here.
Scott Keyfaber.
Here.
Sharon McQueen.
Here.
Vane Lashua.
Here.
Reading of the minutes of the November 21st, 2019 special meeting and the regular meeting for November 25th, 2019. Any additions or corrections?
Yeah, on the part where it says, why not wait until the move to River's Edge? Good, ask why not?
Why what? Why wait? I'm so fair spelling there. Any more additions or corrections?
One, on the vote for the renewal of the Babe Ruth contract lease, I actually voted in favor. I happened to raise my hand at the wrong time, but I don't know whether anybody else remembers, but I changed my vote. Misunderstood. We can leave it in the minutes, it's okay. That's on November 25th, 19, paragraph 6.
Thank you.
I'll make both those changes.
Five.
Okay. Need a motion to approve with corrections.
I motion to approve with corrections.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Okay, for new business, we have resolution 2019-05, 2019-06, 2019-07, 2019-08, 2019-09. We can take all 5 of those at the same time. Catherine, can you explain what each of those are for?
2019-05, we're moving some money out of medical exams to subscriptions. We're basically just moving stuff around where we had money left and we needed a little bit of money in a different account. So we are officially members of IPRA now, and I've been attending several IPRA events, and so our subscriptions and dues have gone up a little bit. 06 is just office supplies. 07 is Erica's salary. She cashed in all of her sick days and it was not accounted for. And 08, we were able to go ahead and purchase concession equipment before the end of the year. And 09,
And, sorry, so that's for the,
yeah, 08 is for concessions equipment.
thank you.
And 09 is, I believe, for my mileage.
Any questions? Okay, I'll take a motion to approve.
I so move.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve resolutions 2019-05 through 09. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion passed. Superintendent's report.
Revenue for November was $9,566. I think that's expenditures. Year-to-date is $111,613.28. Activities this month, we had 11 kids come out for December's toddler time, so we're still pretty consistent with that program. We have 13 teams registered for Men's League, 8 teams registered for Church League, and we had 216 boys sign up for boys basketball, and that's 1st through 6th graders. So, continues to be busy at the park.
Would you mind talking to us a little bit about, I mean, I don't have to go into the details, but background checks?
Oh, sure. One thing that we get quite a few questions about with our coaches is if we do a background check. We are going to start doing that with boys basketball. I believe what we're going to do is do a criminal check and then a registered sex offender, cross-reference those names with that list. And that's how we're gonna move forward with those. And then, so if we are questioned by a parent, we can say, yes, we have looked into their background, so.
How are you gonna defray the cost of that?
Well, those two services are free, so,
School corporation has to pay. I'm just curious.
If you go through the background check, but you can check public records for free.
Okay.
All you need is their name and date of birth.
Okay.
yeah, that was our
And it-
original
and-
plan, is to use the system the school corporation uses. But it was gonna cost, over $400 just for basketball coaches. I do have a call-in with Cindy, but then they went on Christmas break to see if we could, you know, with our interlocal agreement, if there was somebody who'd already had a check through the school, you know, could we,
All you'd have to do
share
is,
that
all you'd have to
information.
do really is have them go visit a school and go through the visitor protocol, and it'll check to see if they're on the sex offender registry, and also see if, everybody does that now when they go into a school the first time they're there. So that might be a way to,
yeah.
to use, because I'm certain that a lot of those people have already been in the schools. So, and that's, I think within 3 years. I think that's the parameters on that one, is 3 years. And anybody that's on the sex offender list. So that might be a way around.
Do I have a motion to approve the superintendent's report?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Under old business, we have the work list.
I just have a verbal report tonight. Just kind of the basic stuff we're continuing. We have got all the leaves mulched. The guys had to fix the overhang at Kitty Land bathroom. We did have to go out to River's Edge and do some trench and conduit work out there, and that's all been completed. Took at least a week and a half, if not 2 weeks, to do that work. We have 50 trash cans left to paint. We've had several large events at the park, so set up and tear down has been more time consuming than usual. We've had 2 trees fall on the trail. That's taken the better part of a few days to clean those trees up. And then last week we completed moving the sound system out of the closet in the Miller Center into the banquet hall. So now, I don't know if you remember, but there's a door there that in the banquet hall that would lead into the janitor's closet. Now when you open that door, it will open to the sound system. So it'll be easier for guests to access. It'll look nicer and function better, so.
Next, we have miscellaneous business.
I had sent you guys a proposal from Imagine Performing Arts because they would like to rent the Roberts Building for several weeks this year. And since it is different than the policy that we've adopted, we have developed a form that they filled out, and I'd like to send these through the park board just as a consistent procedure, so if groups do need a different rate than what has been passed, then they will just fill out this form and then ask the park board for approval. In the case of Imagine Performing Arts, they They come in every summer for an entire week with our day camp. So that's a big help to us, and they will continue to do that. I've also asked when they have their plays this year that they include the parks logo on their marketing materials for those plays. And then we're in discussions about another event that they may help us out with around Halloween time with their volunteers. So we're working on one more thing we can partner on. And I don't want to go into it right now because I don't know if it's going to work out. So we're going to try. But Carla and Gilda are both here if you guys have any questions about anything that they need at the Roberts Building.
So they are donating some time back to the park
Yes.
with their volunteers, helping and doing things that way?
Yep.
Because with something like this, I guess that could be something that would be necessary to say, hey, you want extra help, what are you going to do for us type
Right.
thing. Donate some time, community service within the park. I think that's a good move to really move us to agree to something like this.
We've done the Discovery thing for how
How
many
many
years
years?
now?
3 years, this will be our 4th year.
When we added it all up, it came to over $6,000, which seemed like an extreme amount to charge a nonprofit group.
Right.
In the past, we've charged just for the days of their performances, which is what we're gonna continue to do. And then you're also offering a new camp this year, right?
Theater camp.
A new theater camp, and they'll be charged the regular nonprofit rate for that. I just like to have things kind of spelled out and agreed to in advance, so we know, everybody knows what they're gonna owe.
What is our idea on rehearsing in the basement for the charge for the rehearsal time, or has that really been talked about? Because performance time is pretty well set, but rehearsals, those are daily.
Well, you prefer the upstairs, right? But you'll go downstairs if you need to.
Because there's a lot of traffic upstairs. The upstairs gets a lot of use. Is there a church still meeting there?
Yes, we do have a church that has signed on for almost every Sunday this year in the Roberts Building.
But downstairs, we won't be in anyone's way.
Yeah.
And we don't rent the downstairs necessarily anyway.
For storage.
I don't think anybody would pay for it.
But a wonderful space for us to be able to use in lieu of upstairs. Because we'd still be in our environment of the Roberts Building where set pieces are and things like that, so be very helpful.
Just easier.
Okay, I need a motion to accept the facility usage agreement for IPA.
I'll motion to accept it.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor, same. All opposed, same, sorry. Moving on to claims, including payroll. Any questions? I'll take a motion to accept the claims.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. And public forum. Everyone speak.
Do we know, this is your last meeting?
This is it.
Yes? Do we know who is taking your place?
I've heard, but I don't know when it's official.
Oh, well, January 1. That's when you get your new job. That's when you're.
I
when
do.
you're- That's when you're sworn
I
in.
do. I'm out in a week, so I don't know.
That's when you're sworn in, is January 1.
We actually have our swearing in ceremony next Tuesday, December 31st.
Okay. Either the 31st or the 1st.
So, but I don't know when,
Chad
I don't
will,
know when they'll do the swearing in for this.
and it will be
Because
appointed
it'll have to
by,
be Chad.
Chad will be
Yes.
appointing the person.
Yes, Chad is appointing someone, and so then I suppose it'll just be up to Rosemary's schedule for
Okay.
that swearing in for the next
Okay.
person.
Just curious.
We will miss you.
Yeah, 4 years went fast, really fast, and I've learned a ton, so much.
That will be
Mm.
very helpful in your new position too. You can look at it
Yes.
you can look at it as with a different perspective.
Yes, I went to my first training last Saturday. It was like an all-day training, and yeah, I was like, I still have a lot to learn, but I felt better with this experience. I already have some knowledge, so that helps. Yeah, so I'm excited.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So when do we vote on officers?
At the next
Next
meeting,
meeting.
it has to be, we checked the ordinance, and it has to be before the end of January.
Next meeting is January
27th.
27th.
Yes.
On my calendar.
So, okay, we'll take a motion to
I'll make a
adjourn.
motion, we adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.